Hey Advent, we have a good bit of news to share in this Milestone Monday update, so I'll dive right in. We finally received the much anticipated decision of the insurance company. After much investigation and evaluation, they have determined that our sanctuary is a total loss. What happens from this point forward and the timeline on which it happens will be dictated to us in large part by the insurance company. The process of requesting quotes for the demolition of the sanctuary has already begun. On our end, we'll be prepared to move forward with demolition very quickly, but the DHEC permitting process can take up to 45 days. Every effort will be made to expedite that process. We also have folks working to try to rescue and make available mementos from the building, but there are multiple safety and liability issues to work out. Please know that we're aware that this is a desire of many people in our congregation, and we'll do our best to accommodate those requests. In the meantime, our building committee will be hard at work. In fact, let me pause for just a second to express a word of gratitude to our building committee. They all graciously agreed and were duly elected for a task that everyone thought would be completed by the end of this summer. But all of them have graciously agreed to see our rebuilding process through to the end, despite the fact that it will require much more of them. The fact that this team will remain intact will allow us to move much more quickly and efficiently than if people had to be replaced and brought up to speed. I hope that all of you will not only thank them, but pray for them daily in their work. That work has already begun. They've been looking at different alternatives contingent on the decision of the insurance company. Now that we've received that decision, they will dig in and roll up their sleeves to determine the best design and path forward. Our priorities will remain the same as they were before the fire. We're still going to create a connection space where Advent people can meet, fellowship, and build relationships before and after worship services. Instead of renovating and expanding our sanctuary, we now have the opportunity to design a new sanctuary that will allow us to welcome many more people into our Advent family. We will still renovate our children's ministry space to make it more engaging and secure, and we will still create new staff offices. Those priorities have not changed. The final product will simply look a little different than we first imagined. Of course, there will be many opinions about what the new sanctuary should look like. There'll be as many as there are members of Advent, maybe even more. Our building committee will work toward creating avenues to receive your ideas, but we also want to do everything in our power to streamline this process. Nobody wants to delay this rebuilding process. If our space constraints were bad before, they're certainly worse now, and we all want to get back in the sanctuary as quickly as possible. At the same time, we have an opportunity to make the best of a horrible situation by maximizing sanctuary design to fit our needs in 2017 and beyond as we continue to focus on our mission of fishing. The temptation during this time of inconvenience will be to become inwardly focused on our own needs, but it's a temptation we must resist. God has given us the mission of making disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. We cannot let up on that mission. There are too many people in our community who have never experienced the grace and love of God for that. There are too many people in our community who need a faith home for that. So we cannot let up. Instead, let's keep fishing.